Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. I'm going to be showcasing today the Moira Cosmetics Never Ending Lights palette. I did receive this in my ice cream beauty bag. I will have that linked for you guys. Here is the packaging. Keep in mind this is upside down. It is an absolutely beautiful color story. I think it's perfect for this time of the year. And I asked in that unboxing if you guys wanted to see a look, and you guys said yes. So that's what we're going to do today. I'll note, as much as I love the color story, and I do love this color story, I hate this layout. I feel like they could have literally done a teeny tiny little palette, you know what I'm saying, and not had as much wasted space. That is a personal thing. But the actual color story itself speaks to me, so I am still going to use it. I am going to go ahead and go in and prime, as I always do, with my Alter Ego eyeshadow base. I did pay for this myself, but they do send me PR from time to time, and I do have an affiliated code with Alter Ego. It is Riri10 to save 10%. If you ever do choose to shop through my links, there will always be an asterisk beside any of them that are affiliated links or that I earn commission on. And my links and stuff, you guys, are always in my description box. So just thank you in advance, and thank you guys for requesting a look. I'd like to know if this is something that speaks to you. Do you like this color story? Have you tested Moira Cosmetics before? I actually have a full face of Moira up on my channel, and I feel like I said in my unboxing, I feel like they're a very underrated brand. I really have enjoyed most of what I've tried from them. I already knew what I wanted to do as soon as I saw this and was doing the unboxing with you guys. So I'm going to take a very small pencil brush. I'm going to go into the green first and pop that in the inner corner. You guys know, if you've been here with me, ooh, pretty, for a while, that I either like something very open, very light, bright, very like fiery, sparkly, or I like to do a neon, whether that's neon green, neon yellow, whatever the case may be. So today I'm actually doing a fully matte look. Might decide to do a shimmer maybe on the lower lash line or something like that, but like I said, even just based on yesterday doing the unboxing, I was like, you know what? I think I already know what I want to do. I actually kind of wish this was slightly lighter so I'd get a little bit more kind of punch from it, if you will, but it is performing beautifully and I like the shade of this a lot. Right from here, I always keep a towel on my lap. I almost forgot that. I'm just going to tap off my brush. I'm going to try to go into the next shade with this brush. I may have to switch my brushes over. I'm now going to go into the pink. And I'm not getting a whole lot of kick up or anything like that in the pan. And I feel like they're picking up beautifully on the brush. And I feel like what I'm able to place onto the lids is pretty true to pan color. So far, so good. I'm actually going to touch this with my finger because I feel like it's more of like a satin-esque type of shade. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my finger, I think. The other one was definitely kind of a true matte. I will say though, I mean, and I'll swatch these for y'all, a lot of these feel more, these do kind of feel more like they have a little bit of a sateen quality to them. And those are just going to kind of be a little bit easier to blend than kind of a standard matte, if you will. And y'all know I am a fan of using my fingers, y'all. Our fingers are one of our best tools for makeup application. Anytime I'm applying shimmers, I'm always going to use my fingers. Ooh, very pretty. All right, that is doing exactly what I hoped it would do. Next, I'm going to go into this beautiful kind of violet-y purple shade here. That one also feels like a standard matte, but again, I feel like these just have like a little bit of just a creamy texture to them. They are still mattes, so I don't want you guys thinking that, oh, they're creams. They're not. But they're not like a super powdery cream from what I can tell. Whoa, that is pigmented, and I am here for it. And I'm going to take just kind of a more firm brush. And in between the two, I'm going to softly graze. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I feel like Moira is definitely an underrated brand. They are quite affordable. And most of what I've tried from them, I have really enjoyed. I think they have great quality, especially for that price point. All right, kind of got it up in here. I can clean that off. I'm trying to actually kind of stay with this particular shape because I'm also going to go in with another color. So I'm going to go back into the green and try to kind of clean that up and take away that purpley shade from right there. All right, I'm happy where I'm at. I think everything's blending in beautifully. I'm going to go back into the pink though, just because I feel like I lost it a little bit. And I do want just kind of a nice gradient in between all of these shades. Ooh, pretty. And I like that this shade right here can like really freaking pack a punch, as you guys can see. But then it also diffuses really easily. Ooh, y'all, I like this a lot. And then I'm going to go over here. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. I don't think that it will. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit because obviously I don't have a whole lot of room left out here. And again, I'm trying to keep that kind of more rounded shape. And then I'm going to bring that green around to kind of meet this shade, if you will. I am going to switch my brush. I'm going to go in with this little kind of fluffy brush, but it's teeny tiny. And really tuck that in. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh. Again though, I'm not trying to like bring it down or anything like that. Like this, I kind of came down a little bit further than I kind of anticipated doing, but I can clean that up. Ooh, these pack a punch, you guys. I'm finding that they're very, very easy to work with too. I'm not experiencing like any patching or muddiness or anything. I'm gonna go in with my little like concealer type brush. This side I actually really like. Again, I've tried to keep that part rounded. This side I do need to clean up some. And I would normally do my eyes first. But in the case that you didn't, you can always go in with a Q-tip. You can go in with a brush. You can go in with, you know, your puff or something like that. And then I'm going to take my little pinkies, as I always do, and just kind of feather the edges. I'm going to go back into that green with that exact same shade. And because green and purple do not always kind of, you know, merge together, I'm going to keep this, I'm going to meet the purples, but I don't really want to touch the purple with the green, if that makes any sense. I'm kind of wrapping the look with the green. I'd like to know what some of your favorite color combinations are. I really love like purple and green together. I mean, I just recently had purple and green hair and I absolutely loved it. And I'm a fan of color, like not just with, you know, social media, like my makeup and my channel and stuff like that, not just with makeup. Like I literally, and people kind of look at me like I'm crazy when I say I own no black clothing other than I have a dress and a couple pairs of leggings and like one shirt. Everything that I have is colorful, like everything. I love like colorful shoes, clothes, socks. Oftentimes I don't even match. I like being mismatched and I don't care about any of that, you guys. I love to just kind of be different and unique. And I've been like that since I was a little girl and I don't see it changing anytime soon. But in saying that, what are some of your favorite color combos? What's a color combo that you kind of see that you've wanted to try, but maybe you've been too afraid to try? I'd like to know. Oh yeah, that is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. You know, sometimes things don't kind of pan out. I don't know why that looks so dark all of a sudden, you guys. I am very sorry. Let me turn that up some. Hopefully that helps. I'm sorry if it doesn't. I just recently redid my room, so I'm still kind of playing with things in here. So if the lighting is a little bit off, I do apologize. I'm also filming a little later in the day than I generally do. I'm going to go in with the white now. And I want to pop that right above. Oh no, I forgot I had purple on here. Well, we're going to have lilac on the brow bone. My bad, you guys. I'm going to pop the white right at the brow bone. Now I'm going to have to try to dip into the lilac to make that match. Yeah, I feel like this is performing well. And I like all matte looks. Of course, y'all know I love the special, you know, sparkly and shimmery and all the good things. But I do speak to this a lot, that like a good matte is really, really important to me. But I just wanted to do something a little different today. I'm feathering my edges. I'm thrilled. I think it looks beautiful. I did want to kind of go in with this shade right here. I think it's more of a sequin shade, which those are sometimes not my favorite because we don't often see the sparkle from these once they're actually applied. But I think I am going to go in with a smudger type brush, a teeny tiny one. I am going to spray it because I do already have my base done, and because it has a little bit of sparkle, which I don't normally, you guys know, I don't normally mind if I get a little bit of fallout. I pretend like I meant for it to happen, y'all. So I'm going to use just a little bit of spray, and I'm going to treat this more like a liner, and I'm kind of hoping that the sparkle goes all the way through. So I'm going to run this on the lower lash line. Oh, I can see the sparkle. Ooh, pretty. And then I'm going to go back in with this particular brush, and I'm going to go into this shimmer shade, the like tealy one. And I'm going to run that also on the lower lash line and kind of just smoke out the black with this. And then with another smaller brush, I actually think I want to go back into the pink shade. And I think I want to put that right here at the brow bone at the very, very top. Yeah, I love that. Okay. I'm going to go in with this Day Cream eyeliner pencil. It's like a little cheaper one that came in one of my advent calendars that you guys will obviously see in December. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to throw on some mascara, and I will pop up swatches as well. I'll come back and give you guys some final thoughts. And that is my completed look using the Moira Cosmetics Never Ending Lights palette. I think that it's a really pretty color story. I love the color story. In fact, I like the packaging and stuff like that. I don't like the design and the layout. That is a very personal thing. I do like that we go from very light to very dark, and I love that there's the beautiful pop of the neons. I will note, like I said, some of the matte formulas, hopefully you could tell by the swatches, they just feel like they have a little kiss of a sheen to them. They're not like a cream formula or anything like that. There's just a subtle sheeniness to them, which I think aids in blending. More specifically for beginners, I think. This is a very beginner-friendly palette. I do feel like the mattes are a little bit more kind of thin and sheer. Although I did reach pretty full opacity, I obviously don't know how they're going to wear. I will pop up a but I will pop up a comment right here and let you guys know. They're not the most pigmented things in the entire world, but I got there and I think they're really pretty. I think it became a beautiful cohesive look. Everything blended well and layered well and kind of feathered well together. The shimmer formula is a kind of standard, traditional, thicker feeling, you know, kind of satin-esque type shimmer, and there's nothing in the world wrong with that. For me personally, I have a very specific preference for my shimmer formula. So I think that it's a good palette. It's definitely not my all-time favorite palette or my all-time favorite formula. I do feel like for the price point and stuff like that, though, if you're on the fence, if you happen to get this in your Ice Cream Beauty bag, I think it's a pretty palette and I think it is good quality. Is it the best quality I've ever tried? No, it's not. But the best of the best for me are 60, 70, 80 plus dollar palettes. This is definitely not in that price point. It's like 19 or 20 bucks. So in saying that, it is a good palette. I do really, really like the look that I created with it. I think it's really pretty. I think it's a cohesive color story. So I think if you got it, you wouldn't be disappointed in it. Again, I cannot attest to wearability or anything just yet, or like long wearability. But I do like the look. I like the look a lot. This is just not for me kind of my preference in terms of the formula. And then for me, I just like a little bit more in terms of the shimmer formulas, and I like something light and bright for my inner corner, although I do like a beautiful pop of a neon. So yeah. It is good. It's not my all-time favorite. I'd like to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of the color story? What do you think about the look that I created? I'd like to know. Comment down below. Let's have that conversation. I will have my 7,000 subscriber giveaway coming up very, very soon. So if you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. You can also hype the video. You can turn on post notifications so you never miss any of my uploads, especially that 7K announcement video coming very soon. You can also tap the join button down below to become a channel member for some exclusive perks. I love you all. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties!